أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. Welcome dear students to this tutorial lecture on change management. I'm Safiullah Shinvari. Dear students, in this session we're going to explain the Beckhard and Harris change process. As previously we explained the Beckhard and Harris change model and strategies for the organizational plan change. Before we're going to begin and talk about the process that these two organizational experts have suggested, we know that these two organizational experts have contributed a lot and they have suggested some models and some processes for the organizational change. So in this session, we're going to concentrate on the process of change which was suggested by these two organizational experts. So let's talk about it. The Beckhard and Harris change management process includes these 5 steps, as you can see on your screen, which are the internal organizational analysis, identifying the need for change, conducting a gap analysis, action planning stage, managing the transition stage. These steps or these processes are very much fundamental for the organizations and also for the companies, because these steps can assist or help the companies to increase their awareness regarding the internal and external environments and factors. While the organization is bringing change, so they have to analyze and study the internal and external environment, and they have to study the need for change and also conducting a gap analysis that what is their current state and what will be their future state after bringing or introducing the change, and also the action planning stage that how to implement the change, and then managing the transition stage. So these steps, they need some internal and external analysis. This process will also help the organization to identify the needs for change. It means that why the organization is bringing change. What is the need for change? Either the change is motivated by the internal factors, or either the change is motivated or forced by the external factors. So the organization should analyze and study that what are the reasons to bring the change, and also they will study that what will be the outcome of this change. So what will be the difference if organization brings change or if not brings change. So let's discuss these 5 steps. Internal organizational analysis. This is the time where the change agents or change leaders, they should identify the forces for and against the change. It means that who are going to bring the change, and also who are the people that actually they are creating problem in the process of change, and they are showing resistance and they are not helping or motivating the change. Yani internal organizational analysis दई प्रोसा या दई कदम कसाई की तगीर मेरा मना मैनेजर्स कि वह मसूलियाती तगीर आवर्दाना दारा वह बायत वो फोर्सेसा مشخص कना कि बायत तगीर बियारा याक वकी हौस्तन की در مقابل التغيير resistance या मुकामत निशान में था. The second step is identifying the need for change. Identifying the need for change means seeing the level of motivation. It means how much the organization is motivated and how much is the need for change. Is it a serious need for change or not? If the change is very much important and this is necessary for the organization to adopt the change, then the organization should define a strong vision for the employees. It means what will be their future vision. They have to define their vision, that the change which is going to be brought in the organization, for that change a vision should be defined, because the organization is going to move from the current state into the future state. So now the current vision in the future vision will definitely be change. The third step is conducting a gap analysis. Conducting a gap analysis. It means what? Comparing and defining the current state with the future desired state. यानी दई मरहला इदारा पायत मुताला करना उ गैप या उ खालिगा या उ मिसाल गैप एक मिसाल मौजूद है the current state with the future state. यानी फिलन के organization द कुदम situation करार दारा वया में खाया कि change इंट्रोड्यूस करना बस चेंज की इदारा द कदम सिचुएशन या स्टेट में बाशा ई अर्दू स्टेट या बात मुताला करना वदा बैनशन गैप बिबिना अगर गैप बिचार कम बाशा it means as change by इदारा एक अर्जियात मिसाल benefits या advantages नमी आया so then I think the need for change is not as good यानी बचेंज कदर ज़रूरत नहीं लेकिन वक्त की conducting gap analysis में शा वो मी बिना कि द current state व the future या desired state in the future कि इदारों में क्या कि बदस तग़यीर दाउन जख़दा बरसाना अगर दाइन जा gap बिसार कलानस यानी तग़यीर बिसार कलान मौजूदस इदारे के फ़ैलन दा कदम हालात करार दारा वो मी क्या कि बदस तग़यीर दा एक हालात करार दाश्ता बाशा दबाई निजी दो हालातों के अस बिसार एक gap कलान मौजूदस या एक खालीगा फासली बिसार कलान मौजूदस पस ज़रूरत बतग़यीर मौजूदस पस इदारा बायद तग़यीर ख़दा प्लान करना The next step is the action planning stage. It means that assessing the present state in relation to the future in order to identify that what need to be done. यानी the action planning stage कैस ये कि को action बायद तमाम actions मालूम शवा यानी चुकदम करहा बायद अंजाम दादा शवा ताकि तग़यीर दर इदारा वारिद शवा planning सूरत बिगिरा व हम चनन current state बायद अर्जबी शवा यानी हालत फ़ीली इदारा कैस उबायद अर्जबी शवा व बायद ची करहा अंजाम दादा शवा ताकि change वारिद शवा व इदारा अस हालत फ़ीली बा या हालत की या ख्वाहिश दारा की दर आइंदा बरसा ये तमाम चीज़ा बायद प्लान शवा The last step is managing the transition. The इंजकेस transition stage के इबारत as implementation stages बायद change के और दशुद वो वाला बायद reinforce शवा support शवा वो change बायद motivate शवा वदिदा शवा कि कदम जाए कि मिसाल फ़ैलन हम बा adjustment ज़रूरत अज़ दो जाए बायद adjustment सूरत बिगिरा. Let's talk about all these 5 points in further details. Alright, in the Beckhard and Harris change process involves the following 5 sequential steps. They process 5 steps موجود بباشا. The first step of the Beckhard and Harris change process is the internal organizational analysis. The first step of this process is to determine the overall attitude towards change in the organization. It means that the study should be conducted. The internal environment or the internal organizational environment should be studied. The attitude of the employee, the shareholders, and also those people who are going to be affected by the change, their attitude towards the change should be seen. Do they motivate the change? Do they support the change? Or do they resist the change? More especially, change makers must identify those employees who might be resistant to change. It means during this process, the change agents or the change makers, they should also highlight and identify those employees that they are just showing strong resistance to change. It means they are happy with the current state. They do not want to be disturbed, or they do not want to be taken out of their comfort zone, or they're showing strong resistance, or they're showing negative energy towards the change. यानी वो employees बायद मालूम शवा व कसाई के नमे ख़या की change सूरत बिगिरा वहाम चुनान वो कसाई के नमे ख़या की change सूरत बिगिरा बायद or change makers व change agents वो कैस बायद वो employees motivate करना बरुज़ा कैस मिसाल एक strong vision create करना बवा बायद communicate शवा that this change is something which is necessary for the organization, and the organization in the future will be in a better position. In addition, change makers must identify any external forces that might impede the change process. قبل نقول कि internal organizational analysis तमामी factorized दाखिली रबायत मुताला करना, लेकिन द आइन वक्त क्या internal organizational analysis ये को मुहिम आज़, लेकिन external factors केस उसरे इदारा व सरे performance इदारा केस हम एक नवा तासीर दारा बायत इदारा केस internal व external both factors केस इराबायत मुताला करना. There are various tools, मुख्तलिफ tools, techniques व strategies मौजूद हैं कि इदारा में तना के internal व external environment खुदा बशक्ल दुरुस्त व बगुनी सही मुताला करना ताकि बाबा change रारा हमवार करना व change बायत smooth व effective बाशा. The next step is identifying the need for change. Identifying the need for change, it means that why the organization should bring a change? Is it like a serious required change for the development of the organization, or this change will stabilize the organization or make the organizational operations more effective, in the organizational progress towards development and success will be more stronger? So these are the questions to be answered in the why change process or the identifying for change. Once these questions are answered, that the change is important and the change is necessary for the development, for the stability of the organization, then the change makers or the change leaders, they should create a strong vision. It means it should be understood to the employees, and also a strong vision should be created for change. That what is their vision, what they, where they want the organization to be in the future, and what will be the benefits of this change. And also it should be discussed that if the change is not introduced or if this change is not adopted, so what will be the disadvantages of the organization with the current state? Employees باید identify شوا و یک strong vision هم باید create شوا که ضرورت change از و change اگر برآورده نشوا یا change در اداره وارد نشوا کدام disadvantages به اداره که است میتونه که وارد شوا. So this should be understood to all the employees of the organization and also to the shareholders of the organizations. And also we can say that this is a very critical process in a very critical stage, because if the change agent they were unable to clearly position and state the vision to the employees or to the shareholders, يعني अगर दई वक्त change بشکل خوبتر و بهتر به امپلویز فهمانده نشوه، ضرورت change که از به آنها صحیح فهمانده نشوه و یک ویژن صحیح و کرییت نشوه و در مغز امپلویز این ویژن به شکل صحیح position نشوه. So definitely it will create problems for the change managers to implement the change, because of what in this process the resistance will definitely appear to the change managers or to the change leaders. So simply we can say that in this process the change agent should motivate all the employees for the change, and also the importance in the need of change should be shown to the employees, and also the advantages of the change should be shown to the employees, and also it should be shown that due to this change the durability of the organization will be more in a better position. Or we can say that organization will be more durable, or organization will be more in a better position. So this stage के आज बायदी तमाम नقاط के आज بتمامی او افرادی که از change میتونه متاثر شود برشان باید فهمانده شود. Okay, in this step conducting a gap analysis. Once the why change phase is answered, it means the change managers or the change leaders they're satisfied. The questions of the employees, that why the organization is bringing change, and everybody agreed on a change, so the why change phase is answered successfully. Now it's time to conduct a gap analysis. What is the meaning of gap analysis? This is a phase or step which will help the organization to study the differences between the current state of the organization and also the desired state of the organization in future. امو differences که موجود است، یعنی کدام differences یا کدام خلایی که موجود است که اداره میخواهد که از current state به future state بره و در future مثال در یک state متفاوت باشه یا در یک حالت متفاوت باشه. در اینجا باید managers که از مطالعه کنه که کدام تغییرات موجود است، کدام تفاوت ها موجود است که اداره میخواهد که change وارد کنه و از current state از حالت فعلی به یک حالتی که یا ارزویشان داره و یک desired state می باشه در future. این تمامش باید مطالعه شود. این گپ باید معلوم شود. طوری که ما در شروع گفتیم که اگر این گپ بسیار زیاد باشه پس ضرورت به چینج موجود است و اگر این گپ اینقدر کلان نباشه، یعنی در فیوچر ارگانایزیشن اینقدر بنفیتس خاصه از این تغییر به دست آوردن نمیتونه، پس ضرورت به این تغییر نیست که ارگانایزیشن طرف چینج بره. The next stage is the action planning stage. In this stage of the process, the plan for change is implemented. It means this is now the stage where a planning should be developed where the actions should be taken, all the resources which are needed for change should be gathered, and also the change should be implemented, because all the other stages are answered. The need for change is identified, the gap analysis is done, everybody's agreed. So this is the time that actually the change leaders they should just help the change, and they motivate the employees to cooperate effectively in support and motivate the change. And also we can say that in this stage it's the responsibility of the change agents to identify those that who will be affected by change. يعني कसाई के مثال از change متاثر میشه، او افراد باید معلوم شود آیا کستمرز ما متاثر میشه، آیا shareholders ما متاثر میشه، آیا مثال employees ما متاثر میشه. And also those people should be identified that who are involved in implementing this change. يعني کسایی که این change مثال وارد میکنه the process change آوردن است، او افراد باید هم معلوم شود. Their roles and responsibilities should be assigned. مسئولیت هر فردی که در change می باشه برشان باید مسئولیتشان سپرده شود و طرز کاریشان باید برشان معلوم شود. So we can say that if the change managers or the change leaders they want this phase to be successful, so a perfect plan should be created. باید یک پلان بسیار خاص باشه. In meanwhile the change agents should define some standards. و باید بعض standards و parameters باید define شود in order to evaluate the progress towards the change. लेकिन ज़माने के अगर मम्मी भी नहीं कि the change process कदम मुश्किलात मौजूद است و मुश्किलात باید حل و فصل شود و باید adjustment صورت بگیره ताकि change به شکلی smooth پیش بره. Coming down to the last stage in the process of the change, that's managing the transition. This is the time where the change should be managed. Once the change has been carried out, or once the change has been performed, now this is the responsibility of the change leaders and the change managers, that the change makers, that they continuously monitor and evaluate the progress of the change and making adjustments as they see fit. یعنی زمانی که چینج وارد شد در اداره علی چینج باید مانیتور شود. مانا ادوانتیجز چینج، تغییراتی که از چینج سر اداره آمد، سر امپلویز آمد یا سر کستمرز آمد، این باید تمامش مانیتور شود و دیده شود که در کدام جای در پروسه مثال ضرورت ای بود که ادجستمنت باید صورت بگیره. خود هر جایی که مثال مشکل باشه و مشکل باید حل شود تا که چینج پروسس سکسسفل باشه.